Alright, so I know what you're thinking. This is not a YouTube dashboard that you have in front of you, and that is completely true. This is actually my Shopify dashboard, which has generated me over $1.5 million at this stage. And why this is relevant to this video overall is that all of these results have been gained through this one YouTube channel called How to AI. So with only 13.4 million views, I managed to start a business that has generated me over $1.5 million in just that one digital product, and that is not counting all of the sponsorships that I've made hundreds of thousands of dollars with. The ad revenue here, which is 95k. The paid community that I've had for this one like AI avatar channel, which is over 200k as well. Counting everything together, I would say that it stretches over $2 million in total. Of course, that is revenue. I haven't taken home $2 million in profit, but I don't think there are many other gurus on YouTube that are actually preaching this kind of method that I'm about to show you guys. And I'm gonna break down everything that goes into creating an educational channel like this, or edutainment, I guess you could call it. Everything that goes into it, why I actually went viral with my top performing videos, and how you can replicate that and actually do the same for your channel. So yeah, if it's gonna be hard for you to focus for the coming like 20 minutes, I definitely advise that you click off, since this might not be for you. But let's get into it. So the first thing before anything else, I just want to prove that this is not anything fake. These are legitimate results. I'm gonna have to zoom out a bit for this, but if we actually go into the settings and we change this currency to, let's say, Uruguayan peso, I don't know how to pronounce that, you can see that the currency changes. This is actually US dollars, the ones that I showed you in the beginning. And I can also refresh this page as many times as I want to. Of course, we'll get the exact same results every single time. Let's just see if this loads. So my poor internet goes back to Uruguayan pesos for some reason. Nope, US dollars. I wish, but we'll see here. US dollars, save, boom, you'll see there's 95k. And the same goes for the digital product store here. Well, we'll say the exact same numbers, 1.5 million. This is the last 365 days. Last 90 days, if we would just apply that, 354 grand from just this one store. So I would say, or won't say, that I'm credible enough to know what I'm talking about, but I guess that's for you guys to decide. So How to AI, why is it such a successful channel, and why do I believe that this is arguably the best business model or kind of YouTube strategy that you can apply to your own channel that you're going to start? So first of all, there are multiple channels that have applied the exact same format as How to AI, being this kind of very just value-based content, edutainment or educational channels. A very good example would be this Build with AI channel. It is essentially the exact same channel as How to AI, but it is focused on building AI apps or AI implementation strategies. So it's not focused on social media content in specific. I know, like, this channel is completely faceless. He's just put his face as the profile picture for some reason. But this is completely faceless channel. He's getting decent views. You can see the most popular video being 1 million views in just 5 months. And if you have the correct funnel, the correct affiliated products or your own digital product, that is how you get the results that I just showed you on How to AI. That is how you generate $1.5 million in revenue, if you have a completely picture perfect funnel ready to just convert. There's also this channel called Robo Nuggets. This was a faceless channel until the guy decided he wanted to show his face. So it goes to prove that you can make it faceless in this route as well. But he just started showing his face in more recent uploads for some reason. But his most popular video with 401k views in just 2 months, that has no face. He doesn't even show his persona. He just screen records, just as I do on How to AI. We'll get into later on in the video and take a look at the content on How to AI and break it down. But I just wanted to show you guys some examples of other channels that are getting super good results. A funny thing with this one called Robo Nuggets is, if we go to the school community here that he runs, he's got 1.6k members, and it costs $89 per month. Now, I am not a professional at math, but I'm gonna pull up a calculator here. 1,600 times 89, Oops, my bad, made a mistake. 1,600 times 89. That would equal to, I don't know if you guys can see this too well, 142 grand per month just from this cool community. And that doesn't count for any of the revenue that he generates through affiliate programs or his own. I believe he has a website as well for like AI implementation services. Yeah, robolabs.so. You can see here as well, they charge very high ticket prices, $17,000 a month. I don't know how many people actually proceed with this. Maybe some brand that has a very big budget can do it, but I can guarantee you that he is making at least $20,000 through these like AI implementation services, if not more, per month. So safe to say this strategy is working really, really well on YouTube. I thought I would break down the 3 main things that made my content on How to AI perform like disgustingly well and make my channel become the biggest one in the niche, and have the most consistent and also highest growth rate by far. So yeah, this is one of my top, or actually the top most best performing video on How to AI. It generated me 2.9 million views, $17,000 in ad revenue, which is kind of meh, to be honest. Like I don't really count the ad revenue since it's so insignificant if you compare it to the amount of digital products and affiliate revenue that I earn. So yeah, 17k is cool, I guess, but it doesn't really, like if we would calculate the digital product revenue from this specific video, I can guarantee you that it would be over $150,000 in revenue. And I don't know if you guys can guess how much this video cost me to create. It is 13 minutes in length, completely faceless. I just have a script, voiceover, editing, and the thumbnail, of course, that you're seeing. This video cost me between, it was 2 years ago, so I don't quite remember, but it was definitely between $70 to $100 just for this one video, and it generated me over $150,000. I think you guys can start imagining how crazy this is. But the reason why this specific video went so viral and how you can actually implement this onto your own channel, regardless of the niche that you're in, is due to one very, very simple thing. So you can take note of this topic here. It's called bulk create 1000 monetizable YouTube shorts in 10 minutes, ChatGPT plus Canva. And I posted it the 24th September 2023, right? If we go onto YouTube and we search for bulk create shorts with ChatGPT and Canva and just make a quick search, we'll see if this makes sense here. Not only my video comes up and another one that I made on the exact same topic, but if we scroll down, we should find the thing that I'm trying to show you guys here. Yeah. So this guy called Yamil Velji posted his video before mine. I don't know if we can see the exact date here. Let's see here, most popular. Yeah, I'm not sure if we can actually see the exact date for some reason. Yeah, August 14th, 2023. So essentially 1 month after this guy posted this video, I realized that it was performing really well. I found the topic when I was doing research myself, and I completely, copied it essentially. I didn't steal it, but I copied it and added some more value to it, added my own twist to it, and that turned out to be my most viewed video on How to AI ever. So the art of doing this research and finding these proven concepts, that is ultimately what will make your YouTube channel perform well. You should always base your content on proven concepts. Since someone has already done all of the testing, they've found something that works. I actually have a very recent example of this as well. If we go into the content here, I need to zoom out here. Go onto the content, we can look at this video. This was a clear 1 of 10. It has generated me 250,000 views in just, I think, a month now since I published it. And this topic, how to make these kind of,
so there's this new niche that's blown up all over YouTube,
geographical shorts. I can just go on YouTube and search for this, how to create geographical YouTube Shorts with AI. You guys will see something very special here. Let's see where it is. This guy, Big Steps Media, 4 months ago, he went viral with this topic. So I simply, during my research, found this topic. I took it and I added some value to it. I changed the angle a little bit and I packaged it for my own channel. And that video generated me 250k views in a single month, and it's still growing with 4k views per 48 hours. So proven concepts, like really honestly, that is the number one tip that you have to take with you if you're going to start a faceless YouTube channel. This is what we tell all of the hundreds of students that we've got monetized on YouTube so far in my program. It's such a simple strategy, but it is what works. Why would don't fix something that isn't broken? If someone has already proven something for you and proven that there's a very broad audience interested in the topic, why wouldn't you take inspiration from that and make it your own? So that is the first thing that you really need to keep in mind. Now, I actually have another video here with 1.1 million views. This is about TikTok automation. It's kind of like YouTube automation, but with TikTok, faceless TikToks. It has generated me 8.3k in ad revenue, significantly more than that in overall revenue with my digital products and the paid community that I talked about in the beginning. I would estimate that this has generated over probably 70k in revenue at minimum. Actually, let me switch over to my paid community. I'll show you guys that I'm not just lying about the results here. Alright, so I'm now here on the WOP website. You can see that I migrated to WOP in October 2024. I actually ran this community for a year before that, so pretty much exactly when I did post this video with 1 million views. And just after I migrated it a year later, it generated me 165 grand. So in total, definitely over 250 grand, I would say, counted with the fact that I made 100 grand the first year of actually starting up the paid community. So that just really goes to show how traffic can generate revenue. But the important part with this video and why I decided to actually talk about it is because this is the kind of second core principle of going viral on YouTube. First of all, focus on proven concepts. But second of all, you also have to factor in what is, or try to predict these trends that are going to come up if you want to make these really, really viral videos. Proven concepts, they can help you help your channel perform and get super good results very consistently. But if you're going to copy something someone else did, it's going to be hard for you to get these really like super outliers getting millions of views, like this one and this one. This video, which was the one with 2.9 million views. So with trends, what you want to do is obviously like everything regarding your YouTube channel revolves around the research that you do when you're ideating these topics. The video topic is the most important thing that you will decide when creating content. Editing, frankly, makes no difference to how your video performs. The voiceover, how high quality it sounds, honestly doesn't make the biggest difference either. It is simply the topic that you have and the packaging, meaning your title and your thumbnail. So if you're able to catch onto a trend, this, for example, TikTok automation was a trend that while doing my research, I realized that a lot of people were interested in creating faceless content, but no one on YouTube had even made content about TikTok automation and actually utilizing TikTok's creativity program to generate an income with faceless content. So I kind of did a gamble and proceeded with this topic. I didn't really know how it would perform, but it managed to become my second most viewed video simply because I predicted the trend that was coming up and I was really quick to execute on it. So no one else really got before me, and that really paid off, as you can see, with the 1.1 million views. So yeah, that is awesome. You know, some extra revenue. The third example, and this is also super important. This is super relevant as well. This video is still generating me 8.5k views per 48 hours. It has generated me 930k views, $10,244,000, and like, I have honestly not tracked how much revenue this video has generated, but counting with the fact that it's a 54-minute video of pure value, I can guarantee that this is also over 100 grand in revenue at minimum for this one video. The very important thing here, and why this video performed so well, why it went super viral, is simply due to the fact of me providing a shit ton of value in the actual video, but also the fact that it's so long. So the inspiration behind this video and how I came to the conclusion of making super long content, I was simply doing my research as always. Found this channel called AI Guy, you know, a completely fine channel, but he went super viral with a video that was 10 hours long. I knew that it was going to be very hard for me to create a 10 hours long video, but I wanted to test if length had an effect on how my videos perform, right? So I created this video. It did cost me a bunch of money, not going to lie. 54 minutes of like pretty good editing and faceless content like this. If you want to make a pretty complex channel, that can run you back like $1,000 if you're going to make a channel that is such high quality as How to AI. So it did cost me $1,000, but I made probably about $110,000 in revenue from it. So obviously it paid off, but that's just an important thing to have in mind. So when it comes to YouTube content, and I'm going to show you guys another example of this, length and upload frequency is ultimately what you want to have in your strategy if you want to scale past your competitors. The reason why How to AI is the largest channel in its niche from like recent times, it wasn't always the largest channel. It hasn't always been like this. But the reason why it is the largest is simply because I don't miss uploads very often. I upload every single week, and I've done so for, you know, over a year. And that is also the reason why you can see that the channel is so consistent, and it provides me with very predictable traffic and very predictable income, and grows with time. So by me having a faster upload frequency than my competitors, but also creating longer content, that allows me to get prioritized by the YouTube algorithm. Since if you think about it, what YouTube just wants and what the algorithm wants, they just want you to keep the viewer on the platform for as long as possible. And if you have a video that is 50 minutes in length, and you get, for example, 50% average view duration, you would keep the viewer on the platform for 25 minutes. When in relation to a video that would be 25 minutes, in order to keep them on the platform for 25 minutes, you have to get them to watch 100% of your video, which I can guarantee you is completely impossible to have that kind of average view percentage. So length plays a very big role in making your channels grow. I'm going to show you guys an example. I mentioned this channel in one of my previous uploads here, but Sleepless Historian, this channel is killing it, has generated like 500k subs in the last 2 months from starting, 3 months maybe now, and well above, you know, $250,000 in revenue after just being started 2 months ago, I think, or 3 months ago. But what they're doing, they're putting these two principles that I just mentioned into effect. They're like, that is their main strategy. If we just take a look at their uploads, 21 hours ago, 2 days ago, 3 days ago, 4 days ago, they're uploading daily videos that are 2 hours and 20 minutes in length on average. Like, there's not many channels that do this on YouTube. Especially, I can guarantee you that no one does this in this niche. He was probably first with it. And that is the reason to this channel's success. The content quality is not anything special. It is not anything that is high quality or super expensive to create. It is simply an AI channel with a voiceover and a storyline, and they just have a slideshow flipping images. But he has managed to make these results, earning, let's see how much he earns. This is not 100% accurate, this tool, but we'll see at least an estimate. 43K in the last 28 days from just making these AI videos and making super long content, posting super frequently. So that just goes to show, like, if you implement all of these things that I mentioned in a short video like this, your channel, like, it isn't unrealistic for you to get similar results to this one or to my channel How to AI that I've grown now for a year. I'm not saying that you're gonna make it, in a week or a month. How to AI has been a very long project of mine, but with more simple channels like this that do not take as much effort, like the amount of money that you can make through YouTube is really, it might seem unrealistic to the untrained eye, but me being behind the scenes and actually seeing people get these results, teaching people and helping them reach this kind of level of success, like, it is not impossible. I just turned 21 and I achieved this so far with YouTube in just 2 years. So imagine where you could be, in 6 months from now on if you were to just put in this kind of effort. I'm not saying you'll make 50K a month, but 5K, 10K a month, that is well above the average salary in most countries from just creating silly content on YouTube. So yeah, if you guys want a video of me breaking down precisely how I create the content on How to AI, showing you my team structure and everything like that, simply let me know and I'll create it if there's enough comments and enough demand. Now, before I go, I just want to talk about an opportunity that I have. So I open up a few spots in my private coaching program every single month where we help people get results just like this, create and monetize their first channel. We can even go onto the community where we host all of the students, and you can see here that just in the last, 48 hours, the last 48 hours, 2 people have gotten monetized, starting their journey to making money on YouTube. I don't want to talk about this too much because I really don't want anyone who isn't serious about this to go for a thing or start an online business like this. Since if you do not put in 100% of your time and effort into creating a YouTube channel, then you will not get any tangible results. It will completely flop. So I'm not going to sit here and sell you the dream that you will succeed proceeding with any form of coaching program, since starting an online business requires, a very tough mindset and a lot of work being put in to get results. However, if you are interested in applying to becoming one of the students that we take on per month, definitely check out the top link in the description. We will simply get back to you if we believe you're a good fit. We're very honest with the reviews of the applications. If we do not believe that you won't benefit from the actual program, we will not let you in. So it's very straightforward. I also put a link to one of the interviews that we've had with one of our successful students here. He earned 27 grand in just a single month from YouTube from posting these silly AI videos or more cash cow style videos. And yeah, I've done a full interview with him, so if you're interested in checking that out, definitely do. But apart from that, drop me a comment of what you want to see next. I'm an open book. I'm just here to provide value. I'll see you in the next one.